Hello, spiritual badasses. Well, we are here for one of our wonderful platinum sponsors for the Samhain Symposium on October 29th at the Crown Plaza in Plymouth. And we are here with Stacy with Rock Solid Mamas. Hi, Stacy. How you doing?
I'm good, Lily. How are you?
I am doing fabulous. So can you tell us a little bit about you? And then I know Cindy is your business partner, and then a little bit about Rock Solid Mamas and why they are fabulous.
Well, we're fabulous because we're us. But
Yes.
um, so um, I grew up in northern Minnesota. My grandmother was more or less a kitchen witch. So I've been playing around with recipes and all kinds of fun stuff like that my whole entire life, canning, candy making, baking. And I've always liked rocks. And I used to collect, my parents would send us out to pick rocks in the garden, and while everybody else is throwing them over the fence into the pasture, I'm putting them in a bucket. So that's me. I'm from a really small town, and I've always been different. I never fit in there, and I knew I never fit in there, and so I couldn't wait to graduate high school and get the hell out. And um so moving down here after I finished college, I worked a bunch of different jobs, and I ended up um, taking a job with this company, and that's where Cindy and I met. And that was in 1999. So we've been friends for a very long time. And Cindy's also from a small town, but in Wisconsin. So we'd had a lot of the same experiences growing up. And so we just made that connection, and we ended up hanging out with a lot of the same people and everything. And Rock Solid Mamas came to be because we were at a winter solstice event, and a friend of ours who was hosting it asked us if we would drum while people walked the labyrinth. We're like, sure. She's like, should be only 45 minutes or so. 2.5 hours later, because everybody who was there decided they needed to walk the labyrinth, we finished up, and she's like, you guys drummed that whole time. And we're like, yeah, it was needed. That was our purpose. We were supposed to be here for that. She's like, you guys are my rock solid mamas. And hence the name was born. We sat on that name for almost 10 years before we did anything with it. I bought the domain probably 3 years after the fact, knew I was going to do something with it. And it developed into working with crystals and gemstones. So Rock Solid Mamas. And so that's where everything came from. And that's everything we do involves crystals and gemstones. And you want us to do something with a rock you found in your driveway, we're happy to do it, because sometimes a pretty rock is all you need.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of our purpose is helping people find those tools, whether it's a piece of jewelry or something to hang in a window or above a desk, or something to set on a desk or carry in your pocket, to help you get through those things you need to get through.
That is fabulous. So, as talk about everything that you do, what are you going to be offering at the Samhain Symposium as a platinum sponsor? You're also going to be a vendor. What pretties are you going to share with us?
We will have our jewelry line. So I know that Cindy is working on some very special Halloween themed pieces.
Ooh.
So look for skulls and bats and black and red and purple and so on and so forth. Those are always fun. We have a great time with those. I'll probably have a couple of trees of life that are a little more Halloween themed, full moons, maybe some bats, things like that. Black wire, black and purple, maybe some orange thrown in, just to keep it interesting. And we'll also have, our regular line of jewelry and our regular trees of life. We might roll out some of the new macrame pieces that we're doing with the stones, also trees of life wire and cord and things like that. We'll have our sigil bags. As always, we take them everywhere, and we'll have our crystal cocktails. So we'll also probably have an opportunity for you to make your own custom sigil if you want to. So
very cool. And that brings us to the other thing that you will be offering that I'm super excited about is you and Shadow Creations are partnering to do a workshop. You guys are selflessly giving your time, which I hope the community are very appreciative of, to teach about sigils. So without giving any spoilers, what's the class going to be about? Can you give us a taste?
Well, we've talked about it quite a bit. I won't give anything away with the name. It's going to be Sigil Magic, Chaotic Good. We're going to give a little bit of history of where sigils originated, because sigils predate everything. So sigils are very, very old, and then certain practices have used them. So we're going to kind of go through a short timeline of that. We're each going to talk about our process in designing and developing sigils, and how we do it, and how it comes about, and where we use them. And then we're going to offer participants in the class an opportunity to make and take their own sigil. So you won't walk away from the class empty-handed. You'll have something fun to take with you, create your own tool for whatever purpose you need.
Yeah, it's not just like knowledge, it's a piece of magic that you get to create, and then
exactly, you get to make your own magic.
Yeah, and it's personal to you. As you know, I'm all about customizing and making it personal to the person. So I think that's great that you guys are doing that. So what made you want to give back to this community? Like when the Samhain Symposium came up, what made you want to be a platinum sponsor, be the highest level of sponsor that you could be, to teach a class, to give so much to the community? Like why this? Why
this? One, Halloween is my favorite holiday of the year. So we're following right in that. That's also my husband and I's anniversary. So we got married on Halloween. It'll be 2 years ago. And so it's a really important day for me in my life all the way around. But I know the events that you have been involved in, specifically in the community, and I know that they're always great. And so we want to see this event succeed. So we wanted to jump in and say, hey, take our money. Let us help this grow, because there really isn't anything that specifically that time of year to celebrate that particular space. So we wanted to be a part of this event because you are such a light, and it's something that's bright and beautiful, and is going to give to people maybe that place to come and be a part of a ritual or something where they're not sure to start. And if they can get ideas and they can get information and they can learn from us and we can give to them, we get way more than we give.
Definitely. And it's all about building up the community and providing a safe space. And as some of you may or may not know who are watching, Stacy and I can be very mama bear when it comes to certain things. We believe in providing space for marginalized people and for everyone to be an equal in a community. And if they're not, we growl and occasionally like bare teeth. And so it's awesome to have Stacy with us doing this, and Rock Solid Mamas, and Cindy, of course, your partner, is going to be there.
Yep.
So last question, what are you most looking forward to about the Samhain Symposium on October 29th?
I think just bringing people together and just the magic that we're going to create as a group is going to be amazing. I think it's going to be a beautiful thing. And I think if we can provide that safe space for people who just aren't sure, I think that's going to be just a beautiful thing that the community really needs.
Definitely. And I'm looking forward to like the diversity, because it's just seeing how many different and unique, because we're all unique and we're all weird. And I'm a big fan of being the mayor on the island of misfit toys. And I'm like, I just want to see everyone in their truly unique bizarreness show up, and just have everyone celebrate that. Not to be like, oh my God, it's too weird. Nothing is too weird at the Samhain Symposium. All of it's going to be welcomed and celebrated. So it's going to be an amazing event. Thank you so much for being a platinum sponsor, for giving so much of your time and talent and expertise with the class that you're selflessly teaching. And we are so happy to have Rock Solid Mamas be a part of it. Thank you everyone for tuning in for the platinum sponsor interview. We will see you at the Samhain Symposium on October 29th at the Crown Plaza in Plymouth. Thank you so much, Rock Solid Mamas. Have a beautiful night, everybody.